We are back to the PUBG Mobile Professional League Malaysia Singapore 2020 Grand Finals, brought to you by PUBG Corporation, Tencent Games, as well as Lightspeed and Quantum Studios. Every one of you, you're still watching this on Facebook Gaming together with us here, Circloud, as well as my pretty Choo Choo.
You're pretty. Wow, there's a lot coming up. But I've heard somebody said before, if a guy calls you pretty means he's not serious about you. A real gentleman will call a lady beautiful. But yeah, I think he kind of, not really mean it that way. But before that, I have to give another PSA for you guys in case you guys are really busy going out. Just stay indoors because it's gonna be a lonely world out there. You cannot go more than one person out, and be sure if you are actually going out and it's a necessity you're going out, be sure to wear that mask. Always sanitize your hands frequently or even wash them. Be sure to take care of your hygiene. Stay indoors, stay with your family, and just watch PMPL, which is gonna be the grand finals for the season 1 today.
Absolutely. Today, tomorrow, and the day after. So make sure you guys are around because you don't want to miss the action. We have seen so much, and it's just like what? The first 3 official games. Oh my goodness, just so much action. And of course, the action will continue to spike up because the next map will be an action-packed map, which is of course the green color, as you can see. Ladies and gentlemen, if you still haven't noticed that, it's green color. So what map is it? It is of course Sanhok.
There you go. Teacher Cloud giving out the lessons for you guys. It's gonna be Sanhok around there somewhere, but it's one of the smallest. It's actually the smallest map there is out there, 4x4 kilometers. At the same time, I'm really looking. I love Sanhok of all the maps. It's super packed of actions, and at the same time, you're forced to fight no matter where you go. Sometimes you happen to land in the same direction or same compound as everybody else's does because there's not much land to work with in the same point, and there's also the water ratio is kind of a lot. And I do hope it's not going to be a hard-pin circle. Please.
I was about to say that I love Sanhok for a different reason, and you just had to mention the water, so there you go. Water. We have seen lots of kind circles so far, including the Scrim match, and now it's my time to be happy. Come on, circle. You can do this for me.
I think probably it will be on your side this time. Like you said, there's too many kind circles just by today. 3 matches has been a little bit recap for you guys. If you want to know who got themselves a first chicken dinner of the day, which is going to be Miramar, it's Team Secret. Erangel is taken by Dingoz, who actually get a lot of kill volume. And Vikendi is none other than your one and only Yoodo Gank. But who will get themselves the 4th one? We're not looking at the same pattern of teams that repeating themselves chicken for today. So no teams got themselves 2 chicken dinners in a row or even 2 chickens in a day yet. Will they actually get one? Because we're looking over who are actually Bapak Ah, for example. What happened to them? They're kind of late into the party here, and they're not really as aggressive as they used to be.
Yeah, not sure. But like Choo Choo theory earlier that they normally start off a bit later. If you have a 3-week-long league, you probably can do that. But now just 3 days, and 3 days is just going to go just like that. We're already halfway through our show on day 1, so just how fast time goes. Papa, I'm not too sure. I think it's the rotation because they've been caught into tough areas a lot. Like wherever they go, it's always someone there. They can't get into the circle, and like in Miramar, for example, they've been caught in a scenario where they are like below the hill and another team was up there. So I guess it's something to fix with their rotation.
Maybe that's kind of true because when we look at how they used to be playing that 3 weeks long, it's A versus B and then B versus C or A versus C. But right now we combine all A, B, C bits of here and there in one particular match here, the top 16 we're talking about. So they have to change a lot of their game style and how they rotate into the game for each of these teams. Some teams, example like Secret, obviously they actually got themselves decent drop and nobody's trying to contest. Same goes for Yoodo Gank. On the other hand, some teams are being forced to rotate it a little bit differently because we're talking about all ABC groups merged down into 16 and everybody has to force things out here. So maybe Dingoz actually get that chicken dinner with a lot of kill number just now, but they cannot hold that position long for the third game. The thing is, it's like everybody kind of still reading the rotation and reading the game style of or the strategy of any opponent they have to face upon. Which right now I think the most feared teams are these two, Yoodo Gank and also Secret.
Yeah, I do think so as well. And, okay, I just had to get this off of myself. Okay, so we did see A, B, and C in terms of the group. So now it's a combination of A, B, and C. So what do you call this group? The APSA group. APSA,
What?
get it? A, B, C, APSA. A, B, C, APSA. Okay, never mind. Okay, there it goes. Okay, she's just holding it back. Okay, no, she's like, no, it's only day one. No.
I have to go through another 2 days for this. I'm glad we're already done with the 3 weeks, but I have to endure another 3 more days. I'm gonna miss you when this done, and I'm gonna miss the comment and the views as well because you guys have been awesome. I do see a couple of battle going out right now, but I'm enjoying this. Keep the chat up, guys. But before that, we're gonna run a little bit of Sanhok. What do you think will it be for Sanhok game, which gonna be right now?
Yep, doesn't matter what I think because it's most important what the players think, and of course we'll get to view Sanhok, the first Sanhok of the grand finals, also the 4th game of today, and now we will see our featured players on screen right now. We do have Crack, Lord, Dolly, as well as Y2K hitting the featured players on screen.
By the way, if you guys notice the stone behind that is actually the map over that stone. Be brave onto that small island there. I do notice the wordings on top of that, but nevertheless, we're gonna go into the flight path of the smallest map there is. Well, we're gonna wait and see will they have the same drop point for each of these teams.
My eyes are on, especially on Team Secret. They are not letting go of fine. Okay. It's a decent circle. It's a decent circle. What's wrong with today? Or even this map gets a decent circle. What is happening here?
The god of circle loves me more than you, apparently.
Wow. I
Sorry
need to
for
give my
that
offerings
disappointment.
later on.
You
I need to play more
probably
PUBG
should.
after this.
Maybe you should take
Yeah,
off your
my
cap
offering to the
later on.
God of
Maybe they
Circle
will.
is my time on PUBG.
Maybe if you take off your cap, probably they're gonna favor you next. You know, who knows?
Ooh, she's trying now. She's trying, guys. She's trying. No, I'm not gonna give in.
Okay.
No, not that easy.
But before that resurgence on Paradise Resort, nobody tried to take it out from them. We have a couple of teams with their usual drop. Nah, brother, I saw them dropping off around docks there, but Camp Charlie kind of occupied. Painan, I think we're taken by Team Secret. Bootcamp, obviously going to be Bigetrons, but the rest of the team, where will they go? There are some teams that are actually having to share their compound. We're talking about Bootcamp especially. And the rest of them, sometimes, you know, Sami is maybe somebody else is there, but there you go. We're gonna see this circle, which I think still, if please no water later on, I have a feeling it will be at the shoreline there.
Well,
No.
okay, okay, yeah, of course, I would love that, but it's tough. It's tough. I'll admit it myself. It's tough. It's a tough call. Nah, it's tough. Yeah, I'm trying to be positive for myself, but man, it's just not today for us. Tough circle lovers, it's just not our day so far.
I don't know. I still have a feeling it will end up around Camp Bravo or even the outskirts of it because it's kind of a big chunk of water ratio in there. It's like almost 30%, and there's also the river in between on the west side. But I don't think it's gonna end up in the west side, obviously. But probably Paradise Resort will be the main target, which Resurgence kind of smack middle of it. This is not really a good news for them. Yeah, they got themselves that circle, but when it comes to, you know, trying to find the loot by yourself, kind of hard if you want to go out from Paradise Resort. Look at how many teams surrounding them so far.
Oh yeah, oh my goodness. It's just going to be tough for researchers to actually go and loot outside of Paradise Results. So the most they could probably get is those small houses along those
Mm-hmm.
roads as we can see on the eastern side, but maybe that's about it. Any more further, they may bump into like Axis MPX team, No Recoil, or all other teams all around them. So yeah, it's going to be tough for them. But what's going to be tough for teams who are on the other side of the island as well, in case any bridge camping happen, it will be to get through these couple of teams. So it'll be interesting to see whether it's again the inner or outer circle. Will these teams go for inside or outside, or will they get into the circle quickly? It's that 50-50 bet. We'll need to see throughout this game.
Well, here's a recap for you guys again. Miramar, Erangel, Vikendi. We have 3 more games to go, including the Sanhok. And Secret got himself a Miramar, Erangel, Dingoz, while Vikendi is Yoodo Gank side. We're gonna see and wait TBD to be determined for Sanhok's player here. But regarding what you asked just now, Cloud, you know what? How about playing in between those? I think that works best, especially for Yoodo Gank, because why? We've seen them playing at the outer rim or even at the edges of the circle all the way, and it kind of works for them. You don't have to be smack in the middle, but at the same time you can gatekeeping that circle. At the same time, you don't rotate too late. I kind of like this helmet, by the way. Kind of reminds me of that anime Dr. Slump for no reason now.
Oh yeah, reminds me of that Doctor Slum, was it? Yeah, that's a real classic.
The
But of
Arale,
course, yeah,
Arale.
Arale, yeah, Arale. There you go.
remember
I always
so
have a problem on how to actually pronounce it. Is it Arel, Arale? But well, there you go. Thanks, Choo Choo. But of course, talking about the circle being inside or outside, yeah, it does seem to be a bit more effective for some of these teams as they play by the edge of the circle. Sometimes they're inside, sometimes they're outside. So it also helps them to make that rotation. That's kind of good as well. But we'll see if that really changes as this is a smaller map. People are more closer to each other. Will that change that type of rotation? But now talking about rotation, the 2 pink teams here we can see on screen, FV as well as Resurgence. Looks like they are onto each other. Akido now taking lots of damage as well as Sleep. And now Sleep may be put to sleep because now he's on his knees and he may be finished off here by the side of Volky. Volky with a pixel shot just beating it out, and Sleep will be sent back to the lobby, but revenge onto the side of Volky for Akido.
Well, they're trading 1-for-1 for now, but Heavy is not in a very good standings for overall and also in the game. Look at that, N.E.D coming up from small boy, clipping down and straight on his knees, and Akido straight into a box, waiting in the lobby. They are the first one to be engaged here. Resurgence going full aggression on this time, getting 2 extra points straight out of that, and that's the rest of FV have to retreat for now. Matsabu will force into a small hut or even small structure to work with, and he has to run this one out. He doesn't have enough men because we're looking at Grim, nowhere to be seen here. Still trying to pick the fight off. Resurgence probably just scouting over to make sure that Matsabu can make it out at least.
Interesting. I just noticed that Matsabu is a new inclusion into FV. So the rest of it, Sleep, Akido, Grim, they are the original team members during the league, but Matsabu is a new inclusion. So it's going to be interesting to see how this new rotation of team members for FV actually pan out for them in this grand final 3 days fight. But of course, now before that, moving over to Axis MPX versus Bapak again, having someone to go through to get into where they want to be. Early fights have a bar. Looks like he's been knocked down from afar by Ching. And now Ching knocks down Tricks in here as well. Bapak down to 2 team members. 6 as well as Jenny. It's not going to be easy. 6 trying to get the revenge up. Then he gets knocked down onto Oman. And now he needs to pursue it. 6 now. It's ready to get a second knockdown onto Ching. And now Bapak, they do the comeback. Appy have been knocked down as well. 6 to finish off Appy, and Dylan will be finished off by Bravo from the other side. 6 now will need to continue on because there are a couple of more team members inside that house that they need to fend off now. Before that, they need to revive off their team. But oh no, Team Secret is coming in.
This is looking really grim on the side of Team Bapak. Look at that. You are already tossed in it without wasting any more time. They need more time to reset themselves. Bapak are just now nice clutching that one out. Return back the fire. That was a fast reaction kind of XS and PX checks, but didn't make to clutch that one out for the rest of the team. But at the same time, Bapak Ah managed to just secure themselves a little bit more time. They already replenished themselves with HP and also revive each other out. But at the current being is not working out so great here. We're talking about not many structures to have cover on, except for a couple of stone structure or even some vegetations to work with, while Bubi and the rest of Team Secret slowly cornering down them. For Bapak Ah has no exit out at this point.
Now looks like Mata trying to find a different angle, just like how he always does. Bill pops out the first stage hit. With over 5. Looks like he's been knocked out by Matoy. Will he be finished off by Matoy? But still survives this though. But he's bleeding out at this point. Matoy now with the side spray. Now it's not going to be easy for Bapak Ah to get to the end of Yuhai. Really close. Yuhai get another knock on the 6. And look at this. Beauty having knocked down by Trinity, but Yuhai's continuous pursuit managed to get off the kill of Jenny. And now looks like Bapak Ah have been cleaned up by Team Secret again, bowing out at 15th place.
That's way too soon. Bapak Ah haven't been performing at all today. They are really going down to the vortex of death pit after one game and another, and they play themselves at the bottom again. 15 and 60 placement all this time, and 14 teams still left out in the game. Biu will be taking that victory. The rest of Team Secret, quite a big win at that. 5 kills, 5 points for them. But there you go, Axis MPX and Bapak Ah just have to sit this game one out.
And now, of course, this is Choo Choo's favorite weapon, the Dragon Ball Savage. There, who's gonna pick that up?
Nobody.
I want to see a Dragon Ball Savage kill.
Nobody gonna pick that weapon up. Why is a DBS a thing in an airdrop of all the things you can give to the players? It's just, I'm just casually gonna drop the DBS. Maybe the dolphins, if you happen to drop it in the water, or the mermaid, the mermaids or the merman will use it. But back to Last Survivor Ichong. We've seen them play so far. Last Ichong is one of the best fragger or even sniping at this point for the team, but their current situation is not at their best performance yet. We're talking about it's not in their prime, and they have been losing quite a number of games here as well. So we're looking at them at the final week. They're emerging out of nowhere, getting a lot of momentum, but it seems like they lost it for the grand finals.
Yeah, they absolutely haven't found their footing in the grand finals yet. That's what I can say. So hopefully they can get it through. But of course, this is again a fresh new map. It's gonna be tough. Based on their previous performances, their rotation have been a big problem. They encountered bigger teams early, so they are not living up to their team name as Last Survivor, definitely. So I think they need to fix their rotation. But I did see a little bit of creativity there just now. They use the waters to get to where they want. They rotate in through the watery area, so that's a clear path for them. No one would normally, people wouldn't gatekeep by the coastline. It's very unlikely. So they managed to get into the circle without any fight so far.
Totally agree. But hovering around Dingoz right now, they are they actually having fun at this? Because it feels like they are taking their own sweet time here, bumping into so many trees multiple times.
Ace needs to get his driving license then.
Or maybe, the one sitting behind is a bit too heavy for him to handle. But we're looking over Resurgence. They got themselves a decent number of kills, 2 kills at a point, but they lost Y2K already when they just landed and kind of get their early clutches going out. Resurgence, they're trying to still looting back whatever they need to, but Sun got clipped quite a huge chunk of HP. That ESG throwing a huge nade over the side of Dingoz. Sun, they got themselves 1 chicken nade, and they need more than that to make sure that they actually really is showing that they are prepared for the world or even the South Asia later on to represent Malaysia. But Dingoz, they are kind of out in the open.
Dingoz Dingoz now, they don't have the high ground as well, and Pamburu looks like managed to clip a little bit on the side of Kratos. Kratos now needs to make the rotation. He is 50% now, but maybe, just maybe, XPERT MY would butt in here. Pamburu taking a little bit of a damage there, about 20% now, probably senses that, okay, someone's on the other side. They need to cover their backs. Again, it's like what we said earlier, Chuchu, that you cannot be too focused on another team and third party in. So this could be the demise if they continue to overly focus onto the Dingoz.
At the same time, I did see Lost Ichong being knocked down there. Then they are returning fight to a Star Esports, apparently trying to pick the fight off a lot of Survivor, while ESG trying to just play it calm here. Dingoz try to pressure the side of ESG, but they are actually handling this very well. ESG not panicking, but their pre-fire is kind of not connected so far. Paradise Resort right smack in the middle like we predicted before, Cloud, and it's going to be a tough fight here, especially that structure is really tricky to play with. Multi-levels you're talking about and so many walls to hide yourself from.
And now looks like they're trying to hide, but okay, it may come in from multiple angles, so it's going to be tough. But look at this, Paradise Resort still smack in the middle. That's where RSG was at earlier. They managed to go out to another little compound outside, but maybe they may rotate back into the middle circle again and hang on to Paradise Resort. Don't know yet, because of course that can be a valuable fortress for teams to actually be in it early. So we'll see how that goes. But now, of course, moving over to EVOS VIP, they do have FV to deal with. FV, now they are moving away. They don't have the numbers though, FV. They are down to 2 team members only. So it's not going to be good for them if they want to make any engagement against EVOS VIP for now. But, well, it's going to be tough for them. Just behind them is another team there waiting in case they come into another zone. So, oh man, FV just in a sandwich situation right now.
They have been playing this for a very long time. This is the second round for FV fighting against EVOS VIP. And again, Kuza will be the first one to bow down here. He got knocked down on a very long shot coming out from Grim. I think he got even that suppressor on his side too. That gunshot really is making a very small volume. And the rest of FV, we only have Matsabu. They are actually waiting back in the lobby. We only have 3 people playing on the side of EVOS VIP there, surprisingly. But yep, probably there's some technical issues over there, but who knows. On the side of FV, the other hand, the Matsabu is really low. Team Secret already trying to wipe out last survival just now. Full of beats there on Team Secret side, but Pamburu overpaid himself. Got that punish straight off the bat there, while ESG Bravo trying to hover around Maisel, but Superlon really need of help, and that shredded his vest quite a lot, down to almost 0, and Bravo and also the rest of ESG forced to move into a retreat, and Bravo got clipped a little bit behind, but at the same time, he just have no room. He has no room to actually save the rest of the team. Straight away picking up the pickup truck and just gonna retreat. Probably will build this one now because he will pick up Vortex and just run away from this compound.
Oh, definitely need to get out of this because they were made. Oh, hang on. Did they just leave Botox and not? Okay, maybe their strategy is just to split up a little bit there, which is still okay. But looks like Dingoz, they managed to clear out a little bit on the side of their opponents and now free loot to them. Now, N.E.D Brotherhood, they may encounter with Team Secret because Team Secret, we do see here, eye shots, probably has eyes on the side of N.E.D Brotherhood, making a rotation across that main road. So if you cross the main road, it's normally really obvious. Eye shots, definitely eyes here. And now will he take a shot? He has his scope onto the side of FV. So looks like they will encounter opponents from multiple angles. N.E.D Brotherhood coming in at closest range to them. Samzy just across him, just behind the stone.
Oh, that was BB covering for Aisha. We can see Aisha is kind of nervous when it comes to advancement by N.E.D just now. They are moving at a very fast rate, but Aisha straight away changing into his mates and also back to M416, trying to toss it over N.E.D because at the same time, there's another team from the back that he needs to make it fast here. Try to finish off Sam Z. Almost clipped it, not connected so far. Luxy and I trying to hold it off, but Luxy will be knocked next, and BB try to toss as much nade as they can have to butt in to take the steal away from the hands of Team Secret. We're hovering around Resurgence. Voki knocked down against Dingoz here. Right in front of him. Can Sun just finish the job for his team?
Can Sun do it? But it's not going to be easy because, well, it could be a third party, and if they overly focus again, but then again, if they want to do the business, they need to do it quickly. Now, they're trying to go for the flanks here, so we can see on the mini screen, Resurgence now is in trouble. Voki is now bleeding out, but then again, that knockdown from Kratos. Managed to get a knockdown to Small Boy. We do see cover fire here by Iron Pro, but not enough to help his teammates. Voki as well as Small Boy will be sent back to the lobby, and now Iron Pro will need to stand for his team. He is the only Resurgence team member left right now, and they are still 14 teams left.
This is what we mentioned before. They are the one that actually landed on top of Paradise Resort, but trying to hold to that compound for themselves is so hard based on how many teams surrounding them. The moment they want to step out of Paradise Resort, it's just almost close to impossible. Tara, on the other hand, already engaged against EVOS VIP. Once more, EVOS VIP, I think they are the ones who will probably wiped out soon, because looking at the current state, Jazz is the only survivor so far, with Blue closing in, pressuring them. Kuza need extra help there. He is knocked down, but Lyrian will deny that help from Jazz because they finish him off in the last minute. At the same time, forcing Jazz to stay in the blue. They are keeping the pressure and taps on EVOS VIP. They are gatekeeping this side while Net finish up Team Secret. Biu just now knocked down. They're taking over XPERT MY, going against Bigetron, and suddenly the kill feed is going crazy because the migration really happens right now.
The migration is happening here. This is the fourth circle. Of course, this is a smaller map, so expect all the great migration to happen quickly. And now the smoke do come out here, but Aisha is taking a couple of shots here. Have been knocked down from afar by April. And now Yuhai needs to help his brothers. But now Biu managed to heal up. Aisha is the only one knocked down, but he will be healed up as well. Now they need to reset themselves quickly. The smoke does protect them, but it will be time till the smoke actually ends. And now April is on the other side. Mata trying to get a good view. It's not going to be easy with all those vegetation, all that structure. But then again, they need to get a good view. Yuhai managed to get a knock off the Ziggs. And now last survivor again is falling apart. Ziggs now in trouble. His teammates are nowhere to be found, and they may just fall apart here.
XPERT MY got clamped up at the same time. Boyka kind of hesitate to open fire from this side, and wow, he's really Bigetron were actually forced to engage back, and they return back that punishment over XPERT MY. They are overbuilt themselves just now, and XPERT MY got wiped out straight away by Zali in the last moment, and Rocky as well, getting himself 5 points. Whole team wiped there. We're talking about now down to top canteen. Yoodo Gank, we're just gonna tap this one out from afar. Geek Fam didn't see this one coming at this long distance there, and Geek Fam kind of being gatekept by Yoodo Gank at the rim of the circle. Jumper kept tapping this one out, forcing them to stay in the blue, and I think that's a very long distance.
It's a very long distance with trees in between, with structure. But then again, the blue circle does not favor those on the outside for now, because it is closing in onto them, giving tons of pressure. But getting into the circle is also really tough. Just look at this. Just look at the gap between Geek Fam and Yoodo Gank. There's a lot of open space there. Now onto the bike they go. Hopefully they can get into the circle quickly. But what is this? Fredo with that knockdown from afar, taking 2 out from Geek Fam. And now Damroot is in another location. He can't save his friends here, so his friends may succumb to their injuries and just bow out of this round. And now Fredo trying to find the rest of Geek Fam. Damroot is in the house, but man, it's just going to be tough for Damroot. How can he get across?
At the same time, we're talking at the fifth phase of the game. The blue will take away at least 3 to 4% of health at this time, and you don't want to tank way too much here. Speaking of which, Geek Fam will force to stay in the blue as long as they can. Look at Monparan scouting over Damroot, making sure that they cannot advance for Geek Fam. They have no place to go now. Yoodo Gank trying to get a caught on a Bigetron. They got the side on them, and there's also Dingoz across there somewhere. This is what I've said. It's a multi-level terrain. At the same, there's so many structures in between, but Tara landed on Matai with that N.E.D rushing Team Secret at the same time. And Nasha got naded down again. Exam is actually crazy with the nades. And Yuhai is the sole survivor. The only hope left for Team Secret. But they keep on showering him with bullets and too many nades on their side. We're talking about Tara not even trying to show themselves, making sure that Secret Yuhai will be stayed down as low as he can, because that bombardment just now is just really brutal.
Oh, it's just brutal for Yuhai right now. Plus the blue zone is not on his side. It is closing in on him. So he better make a move quickly. And now just look at this. Looks like Team No Recoil. They are in the circle. They need to fend off multiple angles there, because the team you want to get in the circle. Yuhai, when you get the knock on the links from that high range shot, that is amazing thing. But Yuhai, how did he even think about that? Now Yuhai will need to make a decision. But oh my goodness, that long range shot. Oh my goodness, by Insomnus, that is a really good play.
That was a long shot in a very fast direction. Yuhai whiffed it a bit when it comes to aiming down on Tara. At the same time, Team No Recoil just has to butt in as a third party this time. Stewart trying to take down on Rocky. He's getting himself more kills. Dingoz taking down on Bigetron as well. There's so many people trying to aim down Bigetron. And the play zone is against them as well. Tara taking one down on Dingoz, and Dingoz returning it back by San. Team No Recoil getting down on a guy who has seen me with a micro Uzi, trying to scope down on Dingoz. They don't have nades anymore. They thrown too much just now, but Insomnus trying to get down on X-Links. There, Stewart with the QBU trying to get on Mount Parang. Yoodo Gank is still holding on, but they are having difficulty trying to get themselves into that one small circle.
Oh man, we just look at this. The spread from Team No Recoil, they are good right now. They're covering multiple angles, so it's good right now based on the views that they can see. Now the Dingoz, they will be pressured by the blue zone as well. They are just playing by the edge there, but then again, getting into the circle is just not good to be easy. It is the 7th blue zone right here, so it's really not easy to tangle. We see here Nuk, he is bleeding out to the blue zone, but just making it in. But how are they going to rotate in? They need to get across. They need to get through. Team No Recoil and Yoodo Gank just on their flanks.
Stewart playing the stone structure here, using that to ring cover himself up the head. But at the same time, Drax got returned back by the half HP gone. While Stewart trying to find the position of all the Yoodo Gank, he got surrounded that. Using the micro Uzi, pushing, but the blue sun is down as well. Nathan and the rest of Dingoz being pushed, and that was really depressing to watch. The blue is just against them. Same goes for Manparang. Team No Recoil seems like they have this one in the bag.
Oh, it's now. Oh, look at this. Drags have been taken now by Aga, and now it's down to 2 teams here. Team No Recoil, they still have 4 team members. Stewart is bleeding out though, but he may be saved by his team members. And now they may just have this because the other one is not moving into the circle. Muffin, how long can you last? Yes, you have 4 first aid kits, but will that be enough? I don't think so. I think this game is in the bag for Team No Recoil. No way Muffin is going to be able to fend this off long enough. It is just done. This game is over.
I don't think this is even a question. They have now this down to Muffin, one last first aid kit there, and X1. And he's going to just shoot away whatever he has left there, knowing that he's just going to dance this one now. Because he knows, there you go. Muffin ended it up with a very stylish way. And that Team No Recoil this time getting themselves that chicken dinner in the small smack. There is Sanhok is just to win.
Well-deserved chicken dinner for Team No Recoil. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the entire team for securing your chicken dinner in this grand finals. Oh man, now just I think it's just so well-deserved because just look at this. Their positioning in the circle, how they actually fend off other people for so long. Oh, it's just so good. Even if they got a little bit of a backstab there by Yoodo Gank, Team No Recoil is able to react fast enough and still fend off. And even towards that end of the end, they have 4 team members intact. So great play by Team No Recoil, not losing anyone at all. I know what they were trying to do towards the end, and they want to get that just 1 extra point because all points matter.
Every single kill, every single second, and every single game matter, especially when you try to get your consistency way up there, to get yourself at top 3 all the time. That's not an easy task. We're talking about everybody try to pincing themselves up there and just claw everybody down. Well, good luck in fighting against each other in the game, because it seems like a very tough game just now. Team No Recoil got themselves really favored by the circle, and I don't know it's really favored by the circle or they are actually reading the circle that one right, because the judgment call done by Stewart nonetheless actually placed themselves quite comfortably on that peak of that hill.
Yeah, I can see so as well. Plus, they had those stones. They have that terrain to help them. So it was a really good. And they were the only team at some point. I believe it was the 6th or 7th circle. They were the only team right in the middle of the circle. They took multiple angles, so fend off anyone who comes in. So that was actually a great play. All they needed to do is just to pressure all the teams to stay outside into the blue zone. The blue zone will do its job. If they manage to tap a little bit, they get that kill for themselves as well with the help of the blue zone. So yep, it's all in the bag of the strategy. So Team No Recoil, great play. Congratulations to you guys. And I want to say one more thing as well. That dance at the end, right? That's called. You know, there's a name for that. It's called the chicken dance.
Yeah, we know the chicken dance. Yeah, we're not gonna dance it now, but. Muffin, again, he knows he cannot do anything much more than that. He tried his best to buy more time, but apparently it's kind of obvious when he's down to 2 teams with so many members on the side of Team No Recoil. Even if he tried to fight it out, it's just against all odds in the world, because it's 1v4 at the point. You cannot have 4 pairs of eyes or even have 4 pairs of hands. It's gonna be super weird and very alien kind of ish thing going on. But yep, with this thing going on, probably Team No Recoil, they had quite number of kills if I'm not mistaken just now.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the overall scores. I do think they got a decent number of kills here, because like that long shot onto Yuhai from Insomnus, I believe that was really good play. Imagine this along the and we've seen a couple of long shots here by Team No Recoil. Imagine this along the way in that map, if they get a couple of shots just like that, that's like a good number of kills in total for them. So I think this will really shake the top 3 at least. I won't be surprised if they actually overtake the others and actually take top spot at this point.
At the same time, I'm looking over where all the teams kind of step up their game double when they were in the league back then. We're talking about nobody is being shy when it comes to getting that chicken dinner at all. Everybody is just striving and doing their best there, including the teams that we never actually look at them at the top 3 before. Dingoz, Team No Recoil is one of them. These 2 are actually one of those teams. Speaking of which, Bapak Ah, wow, what happened to them?
Oh yeah, Bapak Ah again. Okay, this time they were third-partied by Team Secret. So yeah, they won one good fight. Yes, that was nice. But the third party coming in by Team Secret, that was just unfortunate for them. But well, even if they won that one fight as well, it wasn't like a clean win. It's not the same Bapak Ah that we have seen. Like they can clear out people in their compounds. It's still like it's not the Bapak Ah that we've seen in the league at least.
We're gonna have to wait and see, because there are more games to go. Which next one will be one of those big maps, and which is Mr. Clark? You might mention it to them.
Right. So the next map will be back to El Clasico, which is Erangel for the next map. So, well, now the circle, the Robin has done its work. Now the teams would have a sense of like, okay, this map, where's the drop point, where the teams will be. So maybe they can start to make a guess of like, okay, do we want to stick to our plan, or we can change because we don't want to bump into these certain teams as we have seen in the earlier game today. So finally, they have some information, some sense of how teams may just rotate.
Kind of true, but then I'm hoping for somebody else to jump into that charts or the standings or even the chicken in the next one. Because it's more interesting to have more candidates going over to represent Malaysia. We're talking about these teams having a next level pressure on them, because this is actually the grand finals. But before that, we jump into the highlights. In case you guys missed that awesome game just now, where have you been?
Where have you been? Yeah, but of course, we still show the highlights anyway, right? But here is, of course, the game that just happened in Sanhok. The circle is really kind. So we do see here some early engagement here between FB as well as RSG. FB again not doing too well. They lost 2 team members very early on in this fight. Yes, we saw Boki got knocked down, but then again he got revived later on from there. And here goes Bapak Ah trying to take this compound from their opponents.
And Bapak Ah just happened to be stuck between so many teams. That we're talking about more than 2 teams, probably 3 even. And then they got after they finished that, and after they clutched that one victory, that was a really minor victory, because we were still talking about, we're looking over this first phase of a circle, which happens to be they don't have that much to, they need to force themselves to go another compound, but Team Secret just happens to be at the same place again.
Team Secret just have to be at the right place at the right time in terms of trying to get over Bapak Ah. And now just look at this, Team Secret again. They're trying to get in the circle, but then again, because it's a small map, you encounter so many teams along the way. It's just so tough to get into the circle. And of course, this 16 is the best of the best. Everyone is on par when it comes to skill. Yuhai here almost get it, but then again, just look at this. Insomnius just have to butt in and get that kill off of Yuhai. Oh man, one precious point in the bag for Team No Recoil.
Well, they had it in the bag all the way because they haven't secured themselves towards that last circle, and not even questionable for them. This is kind of a secured win and a solid one coming from Team No Recoil. Nice calling shots coming out from Stewart and the rest of the team here to rotate, but Muffin just, dance that chicken dance out. Yep. And congratulations for that chicken dancing it out for none other than Team No Recoil, getting that Sanhok. But here we go over the standings, the time that we have been waiting for.
Yep, and the standings on page 1, Team No Recoil taking pole position with 33 kills and 75 points. Yoodo Gank with 18 kills, 64 points. Dingoz with 32 kills, 61 points. Team Secret heading up with 23 kills, 49 points. Axis MPX 15 kills, 44 points. Resurgence staying put at where they were, 16 kills, 39 points. Tara Proyecto X with 9 kills, 36 points. Bigetron AROV making it to page 1 as well with 17 kills, 32 points.
Oh, that's a lot of double digits. Except for Tara Proyecto X. Apparently, they are on the first page with the only team no double digits on that kill, but still securing quite a number of positions when it comes to the having it top 10 all the way. That's why they are still on the first page. Consistency is the key. Whilst on the other side here, Team No Recoil, they pushed themselves up onto the charts. A couple of teams going down, including Yoodo Gank and Axis MPX. But we're gonna hover into the second page soon. We're gonna look at the teams that are not in the page 1, including EVOS VIP. So where are they? And also, what happened to them?
It's already 4 games today, and we haven't seen the juggernaut Bapak who actually got first place in terms of the league. Oh man. Okay, but anyway, moving on to page 2 now. N.E.D Brotherhood with 16 kills, 31 points. EVOS VIP going down, 8 kills, 28 points. ESG Gaming 6 kills, 26 points. Geek Fam with 6 kills, 23 points. XPERT MY 6 kills as well, but 20 points. Bapak Ah, very, very unusual for them. 6 kills, 12 points. FB Unbeatable 6 kills, just a difference 1 point, making it 11. And last Survivor R2K not budging out from that last spot at all with 3 kills, 9 points.
Wow, last Survivor is indeed the last one. The same goes for FB. There's a lot of 6 kills there. 6 is the magical number for the side of 11th place up to 50th placement for these teams. But at the same time, this is not doing great for some teams, including Geek Fam used to be on top of the charts, but they are actually being dragged down. Now still on number 1, Stewart with 15 kills, while Dingoz MZ at second, 11 kills, to follow up by third Kratos here and 10 kills. Azali 9 kills, same goes for iShots. Do I know where to be seen? Because it's replaced by his brother iShots there.
There you go, Stewart. He's not only placing himself in first place, but he's placing himself first place with with four kills ahead. That is, he's leading by example, basically. He's showing his team that, okay, guys, team captain showing off the captain's performance with the kills in, with the decision on their rotation. It's been doing well so far for Team No Recoil. Now, max kill distance, of course, nothing to be impressed. This is a smaller map, so don't expect a big kill distance here. 161 on the board, but 11 total headshots. That's very good. But look at this. Total heal is 11,000. That's a lot here. So that also tells us that a lot of fights have been happening.
I think the heal is due to the play zone keep on pushing the players who's playing against it to use that healing kits and utility wise. But yeah, it's just play zone just have to squeeze every single person out of their comfort zone there, which apparently some of them kind of lost to play zone and tank it way too much. We're talking about the 5th phase and the 4th phase. When it comes to that point, there's no way you can tank that zone anymore.
Yeah, there's no way you can tank that zone. That's why earlier, even if you say, okay, it's a fair fight, 1v1 with damn root out there trying to tank the zone, but it's just not possible at that time. He only has like what, 3 more first aid, and that's it. They can just wait in a circle if they want, but well, precious points that they want. I don't think they got it though, but then again, they tried to get it.
Oh well, yep. Well, we're gonna have to wait and see because it's back to Erangel after this. Will it be some other teams get themselves in Erangel, or Dingoz try to show their dominance again? We're talking about high volume kill kind of teams. Dingoz and also Team No Recoil. These two teams is right now unstoppable. At first we thought N.E.D Brotherhood is the most aggressive one, but apparently it's proven otherwise because these two teams is just battling it out to get more kill volume than the rest of other teams out there.
Yep, absolutely. So, and at the same time, of course, these two teams, they have gotten their chicken dinners for today. That's why you see them placed really highly on the charts. But, well, we are still at day 1 though. Okay, so it is still a sprint. The sprint is not over yet. And of course, for today, the sprint is not over yet as well. We do have Erangel on the next map. Miramar will be the final map as well. And we do know that Miramar is a really, really challenging map because of that super high peak terrain, so anything can happen here. But of course, El Clasico, Erangel, first time we will see again these teams fighting it off in the same map today.
Will it be a water kind of thing for the Erangel? Because, you know, I feel bad for Cloud right now because he been asking for it. Even Sanhok not favoring side of Cloud. Usually Sanhok is the map that he's always anticipated for. Like, he knows that it's going to be a circle favoring into the water ratio, but it happens to be today's all kinds of circle being distributed for the places that.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, it's at least raining at where I am, or at least it did rain, so the water actually transferred onto the real world for now. But hopefully now the rain seems to have stopped a little bit. It'll transfer back into the PUBG mobile world. Come on, Circle God, you can do this. Give us some.
Yeah, hopefully we still get connected over this because we have grand final day 1. 2 more matches left. Can they wrap things up for the teams that kind of fallen behind? We're talking about only 3 days for the grand final. If you don't make it the first day, you have a lot of catching up to do. If you're having yourself at the bottom 16 all the way, including here, is really in a shaking move. Bapak Ah, they are actually don't have that much time when it comes to these 3 grand finals.
Yep, don't have much time indeed. And of course, not only for the players, for all you viewers out there as well, thank you so much for tuning in. We truly appreciate your viewership. Thank you so much. And of course, you don't want to miss the action because tomorrow as well, it is 12 p.m. So make sure you set your time correctly because you don't want to miss any single piece of action in the grand finals. It's just going to go really fast. Even like now, it feels like, oh man, it's already like what, the 4th map over? We're already the 5th map. Oh, it's just so fast today.
Yep, time flies so fast. We didn't even realize already the 4th game finished off just now because 5th and 6th game, sometimes it's, even though it's a bigger map, but the players getting more and more aggressive and the game goes, progress is faster than we thought it will be, and then if you don't have that kill volume, it can be a big problem.
Yep. Yeah, talking about aggressiveness, we have not seen much of like, okay, stay still camp. Everyone's just like going at each other because they know the value of kill points. And that's what the difference is right now.
But before that, we have a little bit of insight and interviewing for Team No Recoil. I'm really nervous about this. Let's go and ask them for their victory. Hi Simbi，你好。他们叫我用华语来interview，所以我会掺一些英文、马来语还有华语，好吗？Okay. First of all, I need to ask, did you guys expect to get that chicken dinner, and did you guys really thought that you will win it in the first place? Tadi korang rasa korang akan confirm menang dan korang expect tak dapat chicken dinner tu？你们刚才感觉到打了吃了几过后，自己感觉到你们可以输或者赢嘛？刚才你们看到好像 confirm 你们拿到那个 chicken 吗？Your mic, we can't hear your mic. Your mic, plug it in. Oh. 听不到。Wait, we try to fix over Simbi's mic. This is the thing about long distance things, guys. Yeah, we wait for a bit because he is actually trying to fix his microphone right now. Dia tengah cuba baiki mic kejap sebab mic dia sedikit lari. Tak apa. Okay. Okay. You're back? 讲一下可以吗？听不到。听不到。Not connected. Okay, never mind. Thank you, Simbi. There's some technical issue. We're gonna go ahead back to the caster site today. Oh,
you know,
man,
I must say something. I must say something.
Yeah.
I must say something. Korang mesti terkejut kan? It's like, how many people know that Chuchu can actually speak Chinese, by the way? There you go.
I think everybody knows. But
on,
yeah,
I
was looking forward. I was really looking forward for the answers coming out from CMB because I want to see how they have that perspective on their side, because you're looking at high kill volume and they just keep on killing. If you've seen it since day one back then in the league itself, they don't care about the position that much, right? They just go for the kills. They don't even care about if they got the chicken or not.
Yeah, they've always been that kind of team that's like, firepower is their strength, and they know that. That's why they go for the kills. They try to take as many kills as possible. And well, the difference between the league and now is like it's seen to be working a little bit more for them. I think they have sort of like fixed their strategy as well. So having a little bit of mix of strategy and their firepower, I think it's working out for them. But of course, we'll need a couple more games to see just to be sure that is this the team No Recoil that may challenge the elite teams up there for that title spot. But it's looking good for them so far.
As long as they keep this consistency, making sure they got themselves. You cannot just have all the kills, you know. That's the thing about Team No Recoil. Their problem is landing the positions or even the chicken dinner, which they got themselves in the first grand finals today. That's a lot of statement giving out from them, because why? A little bit of old rivalry, I have to say.
Yes, and if you don't know, of course, Stewart as well as Simbi, they were from, well, some people call it Team Secret 1.0, right? They were the previous Team Secret teams playing alongside Biu and other team members as well. So it's going to be sort of like bragging rights. I'm sure like what Chuchu says, it's going to be like, okay, so is it us or is it the Team Secret? So yeah, but there you go. But so far, they are equal in terms of chicken dinners, though. One chicken dinner each.
But they are actually having more kill volume on that side. And Team No Recoil, they are slowly but surely rising up there. But like usual, they're sometimes having their hot and cold. And apparently they are really going spicy hot today. But will they keep it up for another couple of days? There are some teams, when it comes to having longer duration of tournament, when it comes to the league, they are way better to adapt to that, you know, that kind of marathon. But like you said, Club, this is a sprint. We're going on a very fast pace, fast games, fast time. That just every day pass by just like that. And there's only 3 days to actually prove themselves that they can be the representative for Malaysian team here. And I think Team No Recoil is actually one of the teams that when it comes to sprinting, they are one of the best.
Yeah, we can see that as well. So far, so good for them today in terms of getting those kills. But of course, the sustainability. Can they sprint day 2? Can they sprint day 3? This will be a lot of question mark here, so we'll need to see how it goes. But of course, again, the next map is going to be the circle again, coming back to that round robin sort of ish circle of maps. So we'll need to see if teams like Team No Recoil can actually keep up to it, because all other teams, we must remember that they also learn, they also can reference like earlier game today, what's going to happen. Are they going to try to counter teams like Team No Recoil? Everyone will evolve, and everyone's evolving very quickly in this next 3 days.
Evolving and adapting, one thing. Not falling apart is another thing. You know, this is where everybody kind of try to strive and really desperate to actually perform very well. We're talking about getting that slot reserved for them in the globals if they got themselves the first champion for PMPL or even the Kings at this point. But yep, like you said, it's all down to them as individual, as a team, and also the micro skills are down there.
Yeah, micro skills. Definitely, without a doubt, all these players we see, their personal skills are really good. They're up there. They are in this top 16. They're in the PMPL for a reason. So that's definitely what they all have. But of course, now it's really down to the small little details that can differentiate these teams. Now, they are all the best. Don't get me wrong. But who's going to be the best of the best? That will be a big question that this grand final will answer for us.
The fact that all the 16 teams are actually in Malaysian top 16 teams, I think they got themselves a big achievement already. But yeah, like you said, it's all down to not just individual skill, but who have the whole package of it. I mean, which team, which individual, and how they adapt towards these grand finals. There's a lot of pressure for them, a lot of responsibility, at the same time testing out their friendship within them, within the teams.
Okay, and in case you guys, ladies and gentlemen, miss Cindy, you guys are, oh, but we want to hear Cindy's voice. He looks cute and all that. I know some fangirls want to do that. Well, don't worry, Cindy is back online, and we will jump into the interview with Cindy. Stick around, you don't want to miss this.
Hi Cindy, hello ma.
Hello, Chuchu.
Okay. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of English, Chinese, and also Malay, so you guys
anything?
can all understand what we're talking about. So firstly, I want to ask: did you guys expect to get that chicken dinner, and how does it feel to get that chicken dinner for the first day in the grand finals? Apa korang rasa dapat chicken dinner pada hari pertama untuk grand finals, and korang expect tak korang nak dapat chicken dinner tu? 你们刚才准备有感觉到有自己感觉到怎么样？吃了几今天？然后今天是第一天的 Grand Finals， 你们看到好像刚才可以赢，还是可能有 possibility 你们可能输那一场？
Actually, we didn't expect to get the chicken dinner because there was a lot of team around us like Tara, Dingoz, but we managed to split out and we managed to kill all of them. And when there was last one, thought he was running, but actually he was healing outside, so it was quite unexpected to get this chicken dinner.
How you guys feel about it? 你们自己感觉到怎么样？ How do you feel about this? Do you think it helps you in boosting your morale towards the grand finals? 你们自己感觉到这个赢啊，你们吃鸡了过后会你们比赛下一场或者 next 2天的 performance 会比较好吗？ I think we lost him again.
Yes, I think. Yes, yeah. Okay, that's all.
Oh, what? No. I said I can hear you. Keep on. Yeah. It's so confused. Okay, it's okay. But okay, any shoutouts that you want to say to your fans out there？你有什么要对你的 fans 或者你的 supporter、你的家人、你最爱的人他们支持了你那么久，你有什么要对他们说吗？ Ada kata-kata sokongan untuk orang yang selalu support untuk korang?
Actually, our point was like keep on consistent on top 5 only, but get a chicken dinner. So this chicken dinner will help us. Anything to say to thank you all for keep supporting us. We are in a new team. Thank you for the sponsor also. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, 谢谢 Timmy, thank you so much. Now we're back to the Casas desk for now. Okay, guys,
Alright,
that's
and
it.
there you go.
Yep, he actually kind of really, he looks tired, obviously, but at the same time, they are prepared themselves for the next couple of days. That chicken will boost a lot of their morale for the side of that team.
It's of course a lot of energy coming out from the teams. This is the grand final, so it's all out energy for them. So yes, we do see that Cindy, he just wants to wind down for now. It's like, okay, I can't. Someone, it's an action-packed map, right? It's like, okay, I'm done with this. The mental tiredness of it is just, I'm sure it's the next level for these players. But then again, the sprint is still on, so the mental strength needs to be there.
But just now, he also mentioned that he didn't expect that chicken dinner because of how their placement when they were fighting too many teams. At the same time, the blue is kind of saving them in the last minute there. So it was kind of unexpected chicken. They were not overconfident about it. But then we're going to have to see, well, that's another team taking away another chicken dinner in the classical Erangel. Or will it be a different or the same team this time? We're going to have to wait and see because more actions to go. Stay tuned.
Halo, saya Naoki dari tim Geek Fam.
Hello, nama saya Mamparang daripada tim Yoodo Gank.
Saya Boyka daripada Bigetron AROV.
大家好，我是 Team No Recoil 的 Stone K.
Hello, I'm Kuza from VIP Squad.
Saya Han X daripada Team Bosco. Ya, saya N.E.D Muhammad.
Hi guys, I'm Chuchu Gaming.
Hello guys, saya Secret Go.
Hi, saya J Hunter.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the PMPL. My name's Contra and I am the caster as well as the operations manager for Resurgence. So as you all know that there is a virus spreading around which is the COVID-19. So here are some tips to stay safe during this critical moments.
So langkah yang pertama, korang kena basuh tangan selama 20 saat menggunakan air dan sabun.
Langkah kedua adalah menggunakan hand sanitizer bila anda tidak dapat membasuh tangan. 若没能洗手，可以使用含有酒精成分的消毒剂来洗手。
Nombor 3, elakkan memegang mata, hidung dan mulut korang ketika tangan korang kotor.
Jika batuk dan bersin, tutup mulut dan hidung menggunakan tisu.
Pakai mask jika anda pergi keluar ataupun anda pergi ke tempat yang ramai orang. Jika anda tidak pakai, sememangnya sangat-sangat berbahaya.
Avoid crowded areas and taking public transportation.
Okay, tips dia adalah korang kena minum air, kerap minum air dan makan vitamin dan bersenam setiap hari untuk menguatkan stamina badan.
Jikalau anda pada batuk ataupun bersin, jangan lupa untuk tutup bahagian hidung dan mulut anda supaya orang lain tidak mendapatkan virus tersebut.
Jika anda mengalami demam atau apa-apa kesakitan atau apa-apa jenis kelemahan, pastikan anda berjumpa dengan doktor dengan segera ataupun pakar perubatan. Bermula dengan saya dan juga korang, kita perlu bekerjasama untuk mengelakkan dan menghapuskan virus corona ini ataupun dikenali sebagai COVID-19.
in the house. I'm here with last Survivor R2K. We got ESG in the house.
Hello.
All right, guys, I'm here with Yoodo Gank, Yoodo Gank, Yoodo Gank, Yoodo Gank, Yoodo Gank, Yoodo Gank, Yoodo Gank. We're gonna be playing the game called Exactly, that's the game, yes. So one of our buddies right here is gonna be wearing this headphone that's gonna be playing really loud music. So when we play this loud music, you, my friend, are gonna be looking at some phrases and you have to say out those phrases to him. You have to guess what those phrases are. We're gonna start 2 minutes, guys. Do it as fast as you can, okay? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Goyang kaki. Goyang kaki.
Goyang kaki easy lah.
Yeah, okay, next.
Potong bulu hidung.
Potong
hidung.
Potong bulu hidung.
Hey, no.
Potong
Bulu.
mulut.
Hey, don't get close. Keep your distance.
Hidung. Hidung.
Slow.
Hidung.
Tong.
Hidung.
Potong hidung. Potong.
Switch, yes. Thank you.
Potong
Bulu.
bulu.
Hidung.
Say the whole thing. Say the whole thing. Say the whole thing one time.
Potong bulu hidung.
Potong hidung.
Yes, next.
Tak.
X.
No.
Tak. Okay.
Suka.
Tak suka. Makan.
Makan what?
Tak suka.
Help.
Pakai. Tak suka pakai. Okay.
Yes, nice.
Tuala.
Towel. Ala. Betul lah.
Yes.
Tak suka betul lah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, next one.
Aku. Penakut.
Makan.
Tadi betul. Aku.
Penakut.
Yes.
Okay.
Penakut.
Tak suka pakai tolak, aku penakut.
What?
Betul kan?
Okay, switch. Come on. Last one. Faster.
I love.
Love.
Yeah.
Love.
EGG.
Telur.
Aku suka makan nasi ayam. Nasi rendang. Nasi.
10 points. Hey, go right. Okay, next one. Go.
Kuku. Kaki. Kau. Kuning. Kulit. Kuning. Kude. Kulit. Kuning.
Come on, next one.
Go. To. Safe. Zone.
Okay, you
Zone.
lower.
Yes. Zone.
Okay.
Istana. Yes. Istana.
Negara.
Switch. Come on. Faster.
Let's go.
Roti.
Okay.
Nugget.
What roti nugget? What? 10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
Roti kaya. Sarden. Roti bakar apa?
It's the big one.
Kaya.
Cut.
Mandi dalam baldi.
Mandi.
Dalam
Baldi.
apa?
Baldi.
Apa gila?
Baldi.
Mandi dalam baldi.
10 points. Next. Next.
Mana kualian? Mana?
Balik.
Mana?
Apa dia?
Mana?
Balik.
Mana?
Baldi.
Okay, you can skip if you want. Okay, you know what? Switch. No, you stay here. I like you. Okay, wait. Next phrase.
Tembak. Pun. Tak. Kena. Tembak tak kena. Tembak pun. Boy.
Oh, next song.
Tak kena.
Yes, full thing.
Tembak pun tak kena.
Yes, 20 points. Next one, 10 seconds, faster.
Hantu. Aku.
Takut.
Sangkut. Cangkul. Amin.
Tembak.
Cepat.
Hey, he has headphones, he cannot hear you. Help him with your mouth. Cepat. You laughing how he gets like that? Hey, never mind. Switch. You really cannot do this. Switch. You come here. Come. Sit down. Faster, guys. We need points. You look.
Okay.
Aku suka main PUBG.
One by one.
Suka.
You say.
Aku suka kucing. Suka.
Tolong.
What? Tolong.
Suka.
Yeah, aku. You want to switch?
Aku suka.
Switch. You really cannot. Come on. Go. Faster. Come on. Okay. Say.
Saya suka pisang.
Pisang.
Pisang. Minta pisang. Yes.
Full sentence.
Aku suka pisang.
Yes, 10 points. Next one.
Kena. Saya. Kena.
Help.
Kena kepala.
Headshot.
Kena.
Yeah, you're almost there.
Kena headshot. Saya.
One more time, faster.
I love EVOS network. I.
Okay. How many points did they get? I need to check. 40 points. Hey, not bad. Come on, round of applause for yourself. Not bad. Let's take a look. How many points did we get? 50 points for Team Boss School. Give yourself a round of applause. I am sorry to announce that you guys have 0 points at the moment, which is the lowest we've had so far. Okay, how many points did we get? Oh, 20 points. You got 20 points. You got 20 points. Okay, you got 2 correct. Don't worry, we got a bonus round for you guys to get extra points. You guys want that, right? Yeah. Extra points? Let's go. Go! Come on! Throw it in! Come on! What is this? Hey, swing! 20 seconds! Swing! Switch! Help him throw the ball! Throw the ball! Help him! Get one inside! Come on, get one! You're almost done! 5 seconds! 1! Let's go! Come on, dude! More! No, faster, guys, faster! Cepat! Hey, one by one! Cepat! Switch! You really cannot throw anything! Switch! Faster! What is it? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, nothing. Come on. Better. Inside. Come on. Go for the basket. Yeah, switch. Better. Come on. Hey. Inside. Slower. Hey, don't hit it. Yeah. Hey. Come on. Oh my God. Nice. Hey, come on. One more. Hey, one. Hey, 1 by 1. Hey, nice. 10 points. More. Switch. Hey, what are you doing? You gotta hold it. Switch. What are you doing? Faster. Stand back. Hey, why are you two back inside that one? Two. I caught Fredo throwing a ball inside. How many did you throw inside? Hey, you tell me right now. I saw one. How many you throw inside? Hey. You threw two inside. You cannot play like this, man. We need proper work ethics right here. Come here. Let's see. You guys have 10, 20, and 30 points. Hey, not bad, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 50 points just from this. Not bad. Okay, Yoodo Gank, 70 points. 40 points from and 30 points from the panball. ESG, I gotta say, I was disappointed at you guys after the first game, you guys didn't do so well. I mean, we're talking about 0 points. But you guys redeemed yourself. In the last bonus round, you got 50 points. Give us a round of applause. Last Survivor R2K, come on. Tell me why you cannot get one single ball into the basket. You only have 20 points, man. 20 points from Ha. That's it. So, you guys have a total of 60 points, 50 from Ha, and also 10 from Panball. Yes, 10 from Panball. But I gotta say though, that was you got lucky. You got lucky. You managed to pet. Oh. You got lucky that you managed to put the last one in. Are you guys? What is going on, man? What?
Dan Laksi jatuhkan NSP, memang dua pasukan ini selalu sangat berjumpa.
Selamat Dinda.
Kali ini QB
Triksi sekarang ini bukan Triksi Smithy dengan satu shotgun untuk mencari target beliau, dia tidak nampak. Lihat tetapi dia akan dijatuhkan. Geek Fam macam ada control fight ni sekarang ini walaupun kehilangan satu player, jadi mereka akan dapat secara mudah beberapa skill kan, maka tinggal dua saja lagi stay impact dan juga dia dijatuhkan, maka tinggal satu sekali lagi bandage yang pakai kat sini. Dia akan dapat kill tersebut. Nyawa tu agak rendah dekat sini, tetapi dia akan terus menggunakan medic kit.
Ya betul. Tim Divinity ni memang satu tim yang tidak ada rasa gentar. Biarpun dia lawan dengan siapa kau, Geek Fam, tak apa, dia nak masuk juga. Dan Crucifer mendapatkan kill kata Naoki tadi. Sekarang ni QB di dalam sedikit dia tahu ada orang sini. Baling satu bom, terpantul tapi tepat. Oh, dia pun nak buat seperti apa yang dilakukan oleh Boki semalam. Dia nak buat trap itu.
Tapi ini adalah satu lontakan yang baik sebenarnya kalau dia boleh melantun masuk dalam bilik, berjaya ataupun tidak. Berlaku, memang menjadi.
Ya, tapi pasukan Geek Fam akan dapatkan 3 orang dia bangun kembali. Dan pilihan di tangan Divinity. Dia nak selamatkan dulu kembali ataupun execute terus. Oh, tu dia lompatan daripada Naoki. Macam nak komit kepada pembunuh ini. Nampaknya mereka akan buat benda ini.
1 untuk 4 mungkin. Kedua timnya saya rasa tak begitu banyak item-item healing, terutamanya Divinity. Satu je heal yang tinggi, satu lagi tidak. Naoki masuk dengan satu GP 43 bulan. Naoki mula menembak dengan sini. Kalau dia masuk dari tingkap dia akan mati. Satu target dilihat, Naoki tembak kena pada headshot dengan situ. Naoki dapat 2 dengan sini. Naoki dapat 1, Naoki dapat 2. Dia rata. Lihat je kalau Yoodo dapat mengeluarkan PS.
Oh, mungkin juga di sini Drax melakukan tindakan yang begitu garang sekali. Dia nak cari Team Secret. Yuhai dengan Biu duduk bersama-sama. Drax telah pun menyediakan bom tangan untuk membaling pan-pan dijatuhkan oleh ESG. Satu pan tapi Biu baru saja heal. Dia akan menerima isyarat bahawa bom telah pun sampai. Mak tu juga dia jaga Fredo. Jumper akan jatuh tapi kini datang Drax. Satu lagi semakan mudah. Biu akan perlu backup pada waktu ini. Drax cuba menyelamatkan keadaan tapi tidak dapat. Mata telah pun dibunuh. Biu terbakar ke atas Drax. Cantik. Drax akan dijatuhkan oleh Biu. Maka Team Secret ada peluang yang lebih baik berbanding dengan pasukan Secret. Dia ada peluang yang lebih baik berbanding dengan pasukan Yoodo sekarang ini. Tapi Manparang akan cari last man. Shot! Free shot! Ke atas Manparang dan Fredo cuba backup tadi tapi tak sempat. Shot lawan Fredo 1v1. Keluar benda lain. Dan siapakah yang akan dapat kill tersebut? Tidak nampak pada skrin kami. Rata dah. Belum lagi.
Ada lagi dekat sini. Kita nampak 1v1 antara Ice Shot dan juga kawan-kawan sebenarnya Fredo masih cuba membangunkan manfaat dari tutup penatakan sini. Fredo melawan Ice Shot.
Rata.
Sangat besar dekat sini. Jumper dapatkan MRE N.E dikeluarkan secara langsung top 3 untuk Yoodo.
Ya, tapi untuk Yoodo sekarang ini siapa yang mati dulu? Adakah Boss 2 ataupun Last Survivor? Nampaknya macam Last Survivor akan menjadi nombor 3. NSP pun, ya betul. Memang itulah dia. Berada. Walaupun tidak dapat mengulangi kejayaan Chicken Dinner semalam, tetapi dia akan mendapat nombor 2 dan pasukan Yoodo Gank akan mengejar dia di dalam kompang kecil ini. Sabar diucapkan.
Lampur dengan terus lah mencari berada. Game sudah
Here we go, the El Clasico map next year. You are, of course, still watching the PUBG Mobile Professional League Malaysia Singapore 2020 Grand Finals. Of course, brought to you by PUBG Corporation, Tencent Games, as well as Lightspeed and Quantum Studios. And you're still watching this on Facebook Gaming, together with us, Sir Cloud, as well as the amazing Choo Choo.
What's with the I don't know how to respond.
Dramatic pause.
Such a dramatic intro. But yep, thank you for that opening, Cloud. Before that, again, a reminder for you guys: do stay away from any human beings possible. Make sure you're social distancing away 1 meter and don't go out more than one person. It's a lonely world out there. So you don't want to go out there, be sure to stay indoors with your families. I do hope our producer is okay. I feel like he's dying out there, but then never mind that. And be sure to sanitize your hands, wear a mask whenever you need to go out. Okay, don't do anything else. Just stay indoors. But yep, everybody can be a pro when it comes to staying indoors. Everybody can be a pro now. You have more than enough time to train yourself for the maybe next season of the NBA.
And yep, of course, we have to give our shout out as well. The graphics that you can see here, even the bumper that you see, the people running is just so awesome, right? So of course, thank you to our production team as well for all that hard work. I can tell you guys that they actually had a really, really late night. Okay, so all that effort put in for the entertainment of you guys.
They didn't even sleep. They're sacrificing everything. Make sure you guys are actually entertained in your home, in your own comfort zone. And also, if you guys notice a bit, looking at the puppeteers, this is really cool. I like the 3D rendering, especially the logos for each of the team there. And then if you look at over the, the small island when the featured play came out, sometimes there's a map drawn on top of it. So be sure to keep an eye for that. And nevertheless, thank you for everyone who have been supporting the stream and you guys watching it live. If you guys are searching for the BM Fit, there's a link below attached in the pinned comment section. So just click it to see our comrade over there, none other than the swag of that, they call it soy sauce for a reason, but yeah, he's swagging that glasses out for none other than On The Go. Also, the shiny bling bling guy, none other than Jay. We have Jay's twin here, which is just next to me. They have so much similarity. When he takes off his glasses, it's pretty much siblings.
Yeah, people can't tell. Like people thought Jay actually slimmed down, but as we had the break, I had a glance at the comment section as well. So, well, a lot of people were impressed that Choo Choo can actually speak Mandarin, by the way. But there was a request from one of the comments there from Omi Say. Sorry if I got your name pronounced wrongly, but Omi Say, you asked Choo Choo to actually translate in Arab next. You could do that, right?
Why do you guys want to trouble me so much? But yeah, I for those actually. I read one of the comments on the BM feed as well. They said, what happened if Choo Choo were to actually interview OTG or On The Go? Because he is a different ethnic at the point. He's Indian, so I have to speak Indian a bit. I do know a bit Indian. That's it. Something now. That's it. That's like, have you eaten? That's it. But for Arabic, yeah, I actually lived in Egypt for quite a number of years. So maybe some casual Arabic will be okay, but not more than that. I'm really bad when it comes to languages, but I try my best to entertain you guys. Hopefully we don't have Arabic speakers out there, right? You guys don't need it, right? So because we have mostly English and Malay, also some Indonesian friends that do say hi to Pasta, one of my closest friends out there, also Clara Monster. I'm talking about all the casters that are actually casting for PMPL Indonesia back then, which is Woofy, one of my closest friends, also like a brother to me. I miss them kind of more than I suppose to be, because back then we actually brothers and sisters in arms when it comes to commentating and giving you the best entertainment. Maybe one day, Cloud, I'm hoping for you to join in the circle of brotherhood. There you go.
Oh man, thank you so much, Choo Choo. Oh, I also must shout out as well. I did notice another, actually the Thai PMPL caster as well. He was watching our stream as well earlier today.
Really?
Probably he's still watching that. So yeah, it's like a watch party now. Like everyone's like, because like Thailand's done with their PMPL. Same goes for Indonesia as well. So it's now Malaysia. So that's why they can have time to come and watch us.
For the Thais, Sawadika. I don't know more than that, but I'll try to learn more when I talk to Matt Toy later on. He's really good when it comes to teaching people. Have you guys ever talked to the pro players? Like seriously, if you ever see these pro players, right, just approach them. They're very friendly and ask away whatever you want to ask, including the games itself, because Matt Toy have taught me quite a number of knowledge when it comes to PUBG Mobile, to the micro skills itself. He really loved teaching people and also give his insight regarding how he looked at the game based on his perspective.
And talking about Matoy, he still owes me a Matoy. If you're watching this stream, maybe later on, you know you owe me that crossbow kill. You still have this grand finals to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait. Because we have for if you guys kind of left out for the Scrim match, it's actually solo player all the way. We don't have squads there. We only have solo players and making sure that all the players actually warming up for themselves. And it's interesting to see this all players play the crossbow. Yep, I can't wait to see that.
Or maybe Matoy did it during that, but it just wasn't captured because it's solo, right? But okay, but nevertheless, Matoy, you still owe me that crossbow kill. So now it's the sprint to do it. Tomorrow's Scrim match, maybe. Okay, we don't know yet what tomorrow's format of Scrim match could be, but well, definitely always stay tuned. Don't forget to also follow the social medias of PUBG Mobile to stay up to date. If you don't know what tomorrow's schedule is, it's already up on the Facebook page of PUBG Mobile. So it's all there, and also do stay tuned because who knows, maybe tomorrow there is another different kind of like show match, something different as well. We need to wait and see. Maybe it's BM versus English casters. We don't know.
I
Like
hope
we
it
have to
won't
versus
go.
Yakuza.
Why? I don't want to be the victim anymore. Last time I went on, I already played a show match. It was Manpar. He slayed me right off the bat. I can't even pick. It's like no matter how silent I try to walk or crouch, he knows. He's like, the moment I just hello, and then doom, I'm back to the box and back to the lobby. And I'm like, what happened? But yep, before that, we're gonna hop on to the 5th game of today. We have 2 more matches to go. That they're gonna be Erangel and last, and but not least, back to Miramar. But in case you guys need a little bit of recap, right now on top of standings for overall is Team No Recoil with the most volume of kills, 35 or 33 if I'm not mistaken. It was 35, and was it 35? Yeah. And then they also have themselves 1 chicken dinner to push themselves up to number 1, which kind of dropped a lot for most of the teams out there. Well, for the recap of Chicken Dinner Miramar, we have for the first game today, which is Team Secret got themselves that Chicken Dinner, and then Erangel is Dingoz Chicken Dinner for that match too. Vikendi fallen off to Yoodo Gank, get themselves that solid Chicken Dinner. Same goes for the Sanhok game. I'd say very solid win for them, none other than Team No Recoil. So we're looking at 4 different teams with kind of similar kind of game style when it comes to approaching the fights. They're taking after fight, then another. The moment they got themselves that chicken dinner, they also have that high kill volume, which Stewart is actually number 1 right now for the most kill.
Oh yeah, Stewart there, definitely leading by example there for his teammates, getting their kills on the board. The rotations are good, the way they got into the final few circles, especially in the previous map, which is Sanhok. So that's really good play for the... I also noticed that after you got that chicken dinner, it's like you tend to struggle a bit to get close to that final few circles towards the end. Maybe the closest one we saw, Yoodo Gank getting that really close with Team No Recoil, but we all know that they didn't get the chicken dinner. So don't know whether that trend will continue on today. Team No Recoil, okay, maybe, or are they going to break the trend of getting 2 chicken dinners back to back? We don't know yet. There's a lot of don't know because, of course, now Erangel is the second Erangel, right? It's the first time we're going to play a second official match with a same map today. So are they going to learn for each other? It's going to be really small learning curve for these teams. So hopefully they can really adapt quickly.
Speaking of which, we do a lot of the viewers actually expected a lot coming up from Bapak Ah, but apparently it's a bit of disappointment for the viewers, mostly because of how their performance today, and apparently are not at their best yet. But we're waiting for them to come back into the game, which is going to be the next one, because if they are actually still at the bottom 16 there, they're having a hard time to catch up tomorrow. Even though we have 2 more days left, which is going to be tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Be sure to stay tuned with it at 12 noon sharp. We're going to be start the live there, and it's going to be GMT +8. For those actually Indonesians, I think we have I think a late 1 hour, like, or earlier than us 1 hour. I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, it's always 1 hour, but I think it's 1 hour behind. So it's 12 for us, it's 11 for them, if I'm not mistaken.
So they're behind us, not faster than us.
It's a tough one.
Okay.
I just know it's 1 hour. Yeah.
Okay, for Indonesians, thank you for dropping by and supporting us. I love bakso. That's my favorite from Indonesia, but I can't say more than that because that's what gado-gado is kind of good too. It kind of reminds me of Pepper for PMCO. She loves gado-gado so much. She have been eating gado-gado all the way for the whole week when we were in Indonesia. That's just how good it is when it comes to food of Indonesian. But yeah, when it comes to food, everybody loves food, so.
Oh man, did you have to just talk about food, right? When man, I haven't got my fix yet today, and of course bakso, man, something that I miss so much. Every time you talk about bakso, I always remember that scrumptious meatball in between. It's always at a very good size. Okay, we just have to like okay, just like doing that face already. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man, I'm
But
so
of course now we are at home most of the time, so yeah.
I can't even go
For now,
out
for
now
now.
to buy. But you know, if you ever happen to go Indonesia, there's a place, I don't remember where, but I think it's around Jakarta probably. There's one place where the bottle is too big. You can try it out. But for Malaysia, yep, maybe we can exchange food. Have food exchange between these two countries. But the game will be starting very, very soon. We're gonna go into Erangel. You stop thinking about food. It's not healthy right now. Jump straight into game number 5 for all the players. Look at that. That's probably a spawn island, but Erangel 4 match 5 over 18. This is the day 1 grand final PMPL MYSG.
Alright, and of course our feature players here, Grim, Muffin, Ikuda, as well as Pemburu. Now, just look at this. Oh, Muffin's really a survivor. Total, he is 2k-ish as compared to the rest, with only 1 kill on his side. So he's really the guy who's going for positions for his team, the survivor of the team, in other words.
Speaking of which, Tara has not been performing just as good as N.E.D Brotherhood these days, and they are a little bit lacking in terms of that. But I'm gonna wait and see if this map will be somebody new getting themselves that chicken in a that flight path a little bit skewed again towards the west side, going down from hospital towards Sonoska military base. We haven't got any very balanced flight path, but the circles has been very kind to the players.
Okay, well, we'll see here. Circle, show yourself. Okay, we will see if this is a kind circle or is this going to be... come on, give me a circle that I love for once. But, okay, we shall see here. But, circle smack in the middle again. Today is the day of nice circles. It's like sunshine, rainbow, and flowers all over when it comes to the world of circles. So, well, teams who like to drop in the middle, we know you. Team Secret, EVOS, VIP like to drop in school. So they will have the advantage of being in the middle of the circle for now. While on the side of the southern island, N.E.D Brotherhood as well as Bigetron, they will definitely need to make the rotation into the main island later on.
I do wish EVOS VIP get their loot straight out from school and then just roam a little bit towards the edge of the circle, because it's kind of risky. We've seen it before. Many teams, when it comes to the first phase of the game, if they are actually overstayed themselves in the middle of a circle, there's too many teams surrounding or cornering them all around. And that never turned out a good result for them. But on the side of FV, okay, we're going to talk about FV for a bit. They kind of have a different gameplay when it comes to the final week when it was the league back then. But for the grand finals, kind of a different team playing right now.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Their last week of the league, they seem to pick up a little bit. That's why they earned themselves just nicely across the line onto the grand finals, and that's why we see them here today. But yeah, so far of the 4 games that we have played today, not looking good for them. That's why they are smacked right down at the bottom of the 16 charts. So hopefully they can find their footing, and they need to find it fast, because again, this is a sprint.
A sprint that is not actually having any break between them. That's the thing. They have to keep on giving their best performance every single time, every single second, every single game. You have 3 days consecutively, and that's not an easy task, because it's a lot of pressure coming up for all these players. And one more thing, most of them are actually on lockdown. So far the communication is doing quite well for most of the teams, but some of them are staying in the same room, same house, in the same gaming house, but some of them is actually staying with their parents or even a different house at that point. So there will be a little of delayed communication, or even some of them don't even communicate over their voice. But usually I think they will be a-okay for now. N.E.D Brotherhood and Bigetron, both teams are at their usual drop points. Bapak Ah Milta Power, but smack in the middle, EVOS VIP, Axis, and Team Secret slowly marching towards them.
And now we do see a lost survivor as well. One of the teams that really struggling at this point, they need to get the points on the board quickly, because they are really falling behind. They did land quite far from a lot of other teams here, so that's why they are well, they're probably going to play a safer approach now because they need to get that confidence back. It's not only about the point, but also the confidence as well. So far, most of the teams, they seem to drop far away from each other. So we don't expect big engagement so far. EVOS VIP, a little bit close to Axis MPX, but well, it's still quite a distance there if we do zoom into their angles. Bapak Ah, again, going to their comfort zone of Milta power. So no challenges there for the side of Bapak Ah.
They have to fight Resurgence and Tara if they want to go to the same direction, or they can go a little bit longer one, going through a farm on the shoreline there, playing just around the river area or even that water area. But Team No Recoil from around Ferry Pier, last survivor is just behind them around Primorsk. We're talking about those actually who want to gatekeep. They can actually do so and get themselves extra kill points. But at the same time, there's not many teams that gonna rotate into or migrate into the circle later than everybody else because, well, like you said here, Cloud, it's a very balanced, beautiful circle. So it's all reachable for every single player or every single team there is in the game.
Yeah, it's a pretty circle, very beautiful circle, just like Choo Choo. And now, just looking at it, I'm so sorry, Choo Choo.
I feel flattered by that. That can go south so fast, man.
Hey, well, you see, that's how smooth I can be, Okay, there you go. Okay, okay. She's just trying to acknowledge, but she can't. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm a circle now. That's what you're
What?
trying to say.
Oh,
Fine, you
oh,
can be that
man.
flight path.
Hmm.
You can be that straight flight path. Okay, if you want, I give you another shape for that. But yeah, we're gonna go back into the game.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done, guys. I'm out the door.
In the first few phases of the game, we won't be looking at anybody who forced a fighter unless if you are actually fighting over one compound. So we're gonna see the migration happens at 4th phase here, where everybody will force to be in a small circle. But yep, it's gonna be everybody looting and spraying themselves nice cars, getting that unicorn and that vibrant colors of the days here, and maybe even dance some chicken dance.
Oh yeah, that chicken dance. And of course, this vibrant color. In case you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, where have you been? Of course, that's to commemorate PUBG Mobile for their 2nd anniversary. So you see fun stuff around like the cakes, like the signboards, like the colorful car. It's because of the 2nd anniversary. So congratulations again to PUBG Mobile for making it to 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. So if you got one of those for yourself, it is definitely limited edition. So definitely worthwhile to get it. And EVOS VIP. Just look at this. They still have the school compound all to themselves unchallenged. So it is as what Choo Choo wished earlier. They're not making those rotations. They're happy with what loot they have here. Of course, tons of loot in school.
Speaking of the cosmetics just now, a bit recap again for you guys. Miramar won by Secret for that chicken dinner, and then Erangel match 2 is taken away by Dingoz. Vikendi taken away by Yoodo Gank. Sanhok will be none other than Team No Recoil. We're down to match 5 right now. No clue who will take away Erangel, but possibility there are couple of teams trying to make it double chicken dinner in a day. But back about cosmetic, it's okay to be noob at a game. It's okay to die so much as long as you die stylishly, swagging it out with your cosmetic, making people just jealous. So you can say that, oh, that guy shot me because he's jealous of my cosmetics. See that what I'm trying to tell you, that you can play it like that way.
Wow. So you can kill people just because you're jealous of their cosmetics. Okay, okay. So I know after this that I have tons of cosmetics that I have, but when I start playing my game, I'll just chill. Like I'll keep my cosmetics because I don't want to be the target. Now I know that. That's what you think.
Or maybe just don't wear anything when you're playing. But don't do that as well. But looking at this, I'm going to play with that. Red dot on a scar, but didn't connect any of it. The thing is, he sprayed it way too much, and now it's exposing and jeopardizing his position itself. And that gives us a lot of information on the side of Geek Fam, who just happened to pass by. They won't be stopping because they're trying to go for the ruins area, which currently being dominated by Dingoz. We're looking at right smack middle, Team Secret versus EVOS VIP versus Resurgence versus Axis versus Dingoz, who happen to join in the fray. While the rest of the team will rotate a little bit late, you do always think twice when it comes to getting rotations. Not too late, not too early. That's why they are really balancing things out.
Yeah, they're balancing it out right now. But just look at this, the distance between the couple of team members of Bapak Ah and now Six is in front. Well, it can get a little bit tricky if he gets knocked. So hopefully he don't get knocked down early as well. So one of our viewers as well, let's see here, Lalam Pucha, sorry, it's sometimes Lalam Puya. Okay, so she did mention that, the curse of number one in league stage continues. So Bapak Ah did get number one during the league though, and it is showing that they aren't doing the business here so far. So hopefully a comeback here later on, like Chuchu said, a warm up that they need.
I don't know. They cannot actually having too much space for warming up. We're talking about grand finals now. It's all down to this day. They have been training. They have been grinding through the qualifiers. They have been invited towards the tournament for this day. So they don't have that much time for warming up anymore. Speaking of which, Stewart managed to pin one down on ESG. So who can stop Stewart from killing more people throughout the games here? Bigetron hopping from one compound to one another different vicinity. ESG to Proline, one of the best fragment areas for ESG, but at the same time, it's almost impossible to actually help him up. Bro, we're just gonna build it, saying, sorry bro, you're gonna take one for the team.
Yeah, and look at this, Team No Recoil again. A good start again for them, rampaging across other teams. So well, it's looking strong again for Team No Recoil, but let's see whether this can be held on towards the later stages of the game. Now, they are in an open field for now. They do have a couple of vehicles, so they will still continue to make their rotation. They are in the circle though, so will they camp it out at the edge of the circle, or will they continue on to the middle of the circle? This will be a strategy that will be interesting for us to see Team No Recoil. Insomnus, he has eyes on ESG on just outside of that housing compound.
And now Insomnus trying to keep track on ESG side. Mark Toy already engaged or initiated toward expert Romeo, and they will be finished by also iShot spotting in to get that kill. UI is spraying all over the place, but ESG exposed himself way too much. Just run through it and not even with much of that bullet. It's right on top of the kill that he really needs to be. Insomnus knock one down, and they try to get for more here. Can they be a little bit more greedy going in ESG? But at the same time, we're talking about outskirts of Pachinki with a very open field there. So that's not where you want to be, because the circle will determine who will be favored. This is a totally different circle. We anticipated those actually in Rozhog is only Yoodo Gank, and happens to be no other teams coming up from the northern side of the map, and chances are he will end up in Rozhog.
Wow, okay, yeah, that's a big turn of events here. Suddenly, Rozhog could be the final few circles. But now, before we go to that, of course, XPERT MY, they are in the school compound. They have only 2 team members, though, so probably was a fight-off between them as well as EVOS VIP. Now, Pemburu, ESG also only have 2 team members right now. Need to fend off a couple of other teams there that makes their rotation. The last survivor, Ziggs, looks like he need to fend off Geek Fam. Geek Fam is at the lower edge of this hill. Now, Ziggs does not have numbers on his side because Mosgoku is bleeding out. He needs to help Mosgoku, but it's not going to be easy. Mosgoku is out of Ziggs' reach, but other team members could go for it.
Do they have to build this one out again? We've seen a couple of members being sacrificed for the sake of good. We're talking about last survivor. Do they actually want to commit to this fight? We talk about, yeah, they have decent number of gears on their side, but at the same time, utility-wise, it's not working so well for them. It kind of drains their economy for last survivor at this point if they keep tossing their utilities. And Mosgoku will be revived by NSP4. Now they really need to get out of this place because it doesn't look so well for the team. Ziggs on the other hand, keeping on the pressure and the tap on Geek Fam. who happens to be kind of lost these days. Geek Fam used to be one of the best team out there, having one of the most chicken dinners they had before in week 1 or week 2, but it's just not working well. Now Resurgence taking down on Bapak Ah, that tricks on his knees. That's the leader or the captain for Bapak Ah.
Yeah, Bapak Ah again. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for them so far, but last survivor looks like they managed to get the revive on the Mosgoku and he managed to heal up himself. Now, EVOS VIP, they have two different teams to deal with. They have Bapak Ah to deal with, they have XPERT MY just now being pinned down in a structure on the other side of school, and in the main school, Bart is just outside though, but Bart looks like he's all alone, so I don't think he will go for the siege there. Probably he's just trying to sense out where EVOS VIP is and just use up their ammo, and maybe when they're ready they can go for it, but they don't have the numbers though. Looks like EVOS VIP, Heiko is out of this game. Man, again, EVOS VIP, they need to find something to work here. Jazz is still outside. The grenade does clip onto Jazz, but so far he is still okay.
Oh, he will get schooled very soon. Looking at EVOS VIP, this is what I fear for them. They need to get out of this compound, not holding it way too long. The moment they loot things out, you just have to go play at the rim of the circle there. Because look at this, there's so many teams trying to snatch away the position. Bot trying to go around the corner, switch it down to N.E.D this time. And we can see how just trying to crawl it very slowly. There's also a canister in between here. That explosion will be a huge one. But there you go, Jazz is already knocked down just now with that explosion by Lord. And he will finish this one. Try to clip it across that wall. At the same time, Lord is playing this very patiently. Jazz is actually hoping for the rest of EVOS VIP helping it out. But it's almost impossible at this rate. They are kind of far apart from each other. While Sane tried to hop onto that Dacia. Got punished straight away across that map there. Looking at Bapak Ah also trying to charge in. EVOS try to finish off Bapak Ah. Bart at the same time, XPERT MY caught up between two Bapak Ah's members. Secret is butting in against Bigetron while Yoodo going against Axis at the same time.
But he's still out in the open though, only the smokes to protect him, so not sure how he's going to get out of there because Putra and Kuza can really snipe him out. Now Bart taking lots of damage, doesn't look good for Bart here. And now look at this, Team Secret, they're arriving to the party on the side of Bigetron. Boyka is knocked down to Yuhai from the other side. The shots do go out, does not connect enough. Yuhai now being knocked down. Yuhai's far away from his brothers. His brothers will need to save him. Beauty will pop out the smoke there. Aisha will give cover fire because another team, FB, they are moving in, but they're just coming across there. And now looks like Yuhai have been finished off by another team. Team Secret is now down to 3 team members.
But they're trying to do their best to clutch things out. They are really out in the open. Yoodo got pressured quite a number of attacks. Oh, that's break him up from March. A beautiful one, but didn't connect in the last minute. Kind of dropped the HP down to half there, but it's not going to be enough. That Data will exploit it inside the stream, but it's Samsi managed to get one down at Axis. Tara going against them as well. Looking at last month, Goku going to put down on Geek Fam. Avi on the other end going against another team. N.E.D trying to just pop that smoke, cover the teams at the same time, making sure they can get revival as soon as possible. We're looking at Avi trying to hovering their scopes on them, and N.E.D really caught up in between so many teams. They were talking about EVOS VIP. There's also Avi in front of them, and nonetheless, Yoodo Gank just right around the corner from the north, coming down a little bit toward the south. There, Yoodo got himself quite a decent compound to work with. Very big structures, but at the same time, they are at the lower ground. And they are actually forced to get themselves advancement against Avi and N.E.D. They have to cross these two teams. There's also Tara creeping in, because if they are staying this too long, the next phase will be painful for most of these teams coming out around this vicinity.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for Yoodo Gank as well. So, okay, because there's just so much gatekeeping happening at the hillside. And now moving over to Biu, looks like they will take out 6. That's a kill steal from Lord there, taking out 6 actually. And now Team Secret, they still have 3 team members on their side. They don't have their main fragger, Yuhai though. So they will need to shape out their strategies accordingly now. N.E.D Brotherhood, they are forced into the circle because the blue zone is pressuring them, and lots of other teams as well. Team Secret as well as XPERT MY, they are the only teams who are fully in circle for now. The Dingoz, they are just outside of the circle, but they still need to make a little bit of a move there.
Speaking of which, Dingoz had a high kill volume. Can they actually do the same thing for the second time in the same map? They actually won themselves today, but Altai tossing a lot of grenades down there, going against the EVOS VIP. They are trapped just under that cliff, and Luxy taking the fight over EVOS again. So we're looking at that kind of far apart and trying to cover all the angles at the same time, but they got punished quite heavily there. The spraying came out of Yoodo Gank, and also there's Team Secret around the corner, while Dingoz is fighting Team No Recoil at the same time, the same building, but different level of ground here. We're talking about Team No Recoil Simbi at the most lower story, while the rest of Dingoz is kind of in the second story instead. We have one more team just outskirts of them, is ESG, waiting for the time to march in.
Oh man, but that jump down from the Dingoz looks like Simbi did not notice that, but now Simbi will reposition itself onto the second floor. Now it's a high ground for him. Stewart, 9K will move in as well to the compound with another vehicle. But I don't think Stewart knows that on his right side, there's the Dingoz there waiting just one team member. Dingoz, Simbi has been knocked down, so he needs to be saved there. Dingoz still have 3 team members on their side, so they can still take this fight if they want to. And now Sans just waiting on the other side, but they are actually in the same compound as Team No Recoil. Team No Recoil now looks like a little bit of Molotov action there happening, and they may be flushed out from their building.
So many teams still. We're talking about fifth circle here. 12 teams still left. 34 players still going for the champion or the chicken dinner in the grand final here. Team B knocked down, but no way Team Recoil gonna just get him up straight away. Avi managed to pin down on N.E.D here. N.E.D reversed things over with Scrim being knocked down instead. At the same time, Tara hovering their vision on Geek Fam, and that's couple of Geek Fam being finished off there. Team No Recoil will be engaged to a Team Secret. The rivalry happens kind of classic, but at the same time, Yoodo Gank only have this UAZ, which already exploded to have cover with Jumper. It's kind of stuck in the middle of the war zone here. Speaking of which, Tara and all the rest of the team is actually surrounding them. They have their barricade over this vehicles and a little bit of terrain to play with, but except for that, nothing more than that they have covers on.
Oh, and now Team No Recoil, they don't have the zone on their side, but the zone is favoring Team Secret for now. XPERT MY, a little bit of the zone as well. Yoodo Gank, only 2 team members at this point. Not looking good for them because there's still 10 more teams. There's still a lot to go through. And Team No Recoil, they still manage to maintain, after all that, they still can manage to maintain all 4 their team members so far. So far, so good for Team No Recoil, really. But the next challenge is they are one of the further teams away to get into the circle. So we need to see if they can live up to the challenge. Last Survivor, they are still hanging on to this. Looks like they still have 4 team members intact, but Team Secret with 3 team members need to fend off the middle of the circle.
Secret got themselves that beautiful warehouse work with a lot of space for them, but the moment the circle switches their favor, it will be really tough to get out from there. The warehouse really a good defense, but when it comes to getting out from that, it's gonna be just savage, because you know why? Every single person will look over this warehouse at the current moment. They are right smack in the middle, and Team Secret, can they hold off to this position? We're talking about more than 5, literally 8 teams try to snatch that spot from Secret in every angle and every direction possible. And that's trying to play it over there, and Aisha spraying every single person outside of Team No Recoil. That's a lot of sprays. At the same time, Team No Recoil was forced to engage against ESG and XPERT MY. And there's so many teams going against Team No Recoil for the current being, and it's not doing great for them. Well, we have Mata on the outside of that compound and that building. Tara trying to get their shots landing on Yoodo Gank's side. And now Liren will have to force to move here. Everybody will be forced to move because the blue is closing into the circle and we're entering the sixth space here. The sixth circle won't be as nice, but the explosion coming from Gibu. Amazingly well done and secured that kill. Liren didn't expect that coming out from that angle and Gibu caught it off guard.
Oh, Liren totally wasn't ready for that. Now iShots looks like he will knock down Manpara. Knocked down behind his vehicle, which may explode at any time soon, but don't need the explosion. iShots will finish off Manpara. Echop will finish off Jumper, and there goes Yoodo Gank will bow out at 8th place. Team No Recoil is still playing in this game with 14 members. Attacking Matos, bring out the side of Aga, and now Aga has been knocked down. And now looks like Team No Recoil, they will have a big challenge trying to get into the circle because Team Secret, they just have every angle covered right now. Although they only have 3 team members, but it's working out for them. However, they're trying to cover everything with the structure that they have right now. Matos is just being the madman right now, taking out one by one. He has been the cancer for Team No Recoil. They cannot advance because Matos is just keeping everything close and clean.
At the same time, look at that tap coming up from Aisha with the car. It was amazing. One shot, one knock, and probably one kill. I shot you, you go down. That's what I shot supposed to be and supposed to mean like. And now Nat going against Tara. At the same time, we're looking at Sleep is sleeping around the corner for FV. Team No Recoil, they're having a hard time to just revive Stewart just now, but it kind of worthwhile. While Team Secret holding one building for themselves. They know the circle is favoring them so far, but last survival, they try to go and actually advance to a Team Secret, which been denied entirely. At the same time, Net already made a move here, and the blue is closing. And look at that, how much chipping off Mappins, chugging down the HP, and he doesn't have any more healing. This is the last one. He just tried to find more time. He's down to top 16s left. There's only 6 teams and 14 players, 6 teams, and they're all striving to get themselves that one spot. But there you go. I think that's Tara Mafia finish off by that play zone. We're down to only top 5 now. Simbi also got close by that play zone, and there's nowhere to be seen anymore. And one more team out. That's Matoy. Gatekeep this one particular angle only by himself. 1v4, and that's Mato wiping one whole team of Team No Recoil.
Oh man, so it looks like Team No Recoil versus Matoy. The entire team has been cleared out by Matoy right here. But look at this, Luxy has eyes on Matoy. Matoy have been knocked down by Sleep. Oh my god, that's another angle there. It wasn't Luxy, but Luxy did a lot of work as well, giving pressure towards Matoy. And now Biu will need to save his teammate. It's not going to be easy there. Aisha has just managed to be revived, and now he will heal up. The circle will continue to close in on a couple of teams here. Luxy just outside the compound here. Need to find the right angle, but it's not going to be easy just moving in and out of this house. But they do know that Luxy is in this structure. How can you find the angle? Luxy has been pinned back at this point.
He shredded a lot on his vest there, even though it's a level 3, but a couple of takes of bullets more than enough to shred it entirely. He doesn't have time or anything to replenish and reset himself. At the moment, he's not doing great, but iShots kind of way exposed himself to it.